On to race number 6 and the 6th on the programme. We take a breather from the Group 1 action. This is a Class 3 over the 1400 metres, headed by He's a Beauty. Neil Callan, the saddle. Neil's ridden this horse twice before. He's won both times. Beauty's Spirit coming off a disappointing run behind Temple of Heaven last time out. Lewis makes his Hong Kong debut, a 4-time winner in Australia for Chris Waller. Wears the blinkers for his debut effort here. Lucky Patch, winner on the all-weather. And then third last time out, Shiny One, wears the blinkers for his Hong Kong debut as well. AA Agility ran well at a big price last time out. We've got Beluga, winner 2 starts back in Class 4 company, and down to So We Joy, who was also winning in Class 4. That was back in July of last year. He's second up for the season here in Class 3. These are all the horses that have been up at Chung Fa. There's been a few of them, 2, 6, 10, 13 and 14 if you want to mark those on your race card. Tom, how does the speed mark look?
Yeah, well, there's 2 newcomers here, 2 PPs that are lining up for the first time. Lewis is one of them for Douglas White. He's likely to end up midfield somewhere, and Shiny One is the other, likely to end up back. But True Legend will probably fire across from gate 14 for Alexi Bedell. Exceptional nice there for Tony Bacone. Beluga out of gate 13, Joe Moreira. Lucky Patch and Super Football should get a nice run through. Then you've got He's a Beauty back on the rail there for Neil Callan out of gate number 3.
He's a Beauty, up in weight, but in great form. He's won 2 of his last 3, this horse. He goes really nicely there. That's in 116 in the front, and nice and relaxed. He has played up a bit in his track work and also on race day, but seems to be on his best behaviour recently. This is Lewis, first start here in Hong Kong. They're going to put the blinkers and the cross nose band on him. He's had 2 trials to get him ready. He's 1173 pounds. He's a son of Fastnet Rock, is the 4 Lewis. And Lucky Patch, he's had the 2 starts. He's gone well in both, and his work's nice and relaxed as well. And Matthew Poon will take them out now, and a nice piece from him, and he's working him here this morning.
Yeah, good to have Matthew back at the track as well. We're going to start off here with He's a Beauty. This last start win, beating Lucky Patch and President's Choice as well. I think you have to give him some sort of chance also, Tom. But what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, well, he didn't receive a total clear run in the straight last time out. President's Choice, you can see him being bumped there by the horse in the gold colours next to him. He got a bit of a check at the 400 as well, but did close off well. Hard to knock the form of He's a Beauty. He just continues to run well. Drawn gate number 3 was given a lovely run here from Neil Callan. Peeled out at the top of the straight and went on by Paul. But again, there was nothing wrong with the run of Lucky Patch either.
Yeah, I did like Lucky Patch. That was his first start on the turf here and in Hong Kong. He'd won twice in Australia on the turf before he got up here. And look, I think he's progressing all the time.
He gets a £5 turnaround with He's a Beauty as well for a length and a quarter. Super Football, Paul, what do we make of this? This was his debut effort.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good effort, this. I'm going to put him in. He's got Zach Purden jumping aboard here from barrier number 1. Look, he hit the line very strongly. He'll strip a lot fitter after this run as well, Tom.
Yeah, I think he will. He's come from a fair way back in this race as well. He'd trialled up okay prior to that first effort. He got home here in the quickest 400 as well, 22.13 behind Racing Fighter. He went over it off at well over 100 to 1. You're certainly not going to get that this time round with Zach on board.
You will not. All right, so let's have a go to the trials here and have a look at Pure Legend. Tom, we're up at Chung Fa. This is a 5-start maiden for Casper Fowles and Vincent Ho.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the recent trial. I think this horse might have improved coming into this. He was a bit keen early last start, but once he got clear and balanced, he finished off quite strongly behind E-Star. Now, he was mainly at the rear in this barrier trial, but you can see rounded them up here. They were stretched out like Brown's cows over the final stages, but he could only win. I thought he might have come on since his last run, Paul.
I think he has too. He's definitely shown ability in his track work, and he was on the short list for me, but just barrier 11 was just the key.
All right, there's a few legends on show on Sunday. Here's another one, True Legend. Now, he's also coming out of that E-Star race, Paul. They switched the cheek pieces for the blinkers now. Yeah,
so the blinkers will go on him, and he's got barrier 14, but he looks like he can get across easy enough. He's a hard horse to get past too, as True Legend. We've seen that in the past. And look, I think he'll run a bit of a race here, especially with those blinkers on, so I included him.
He's still a colt, and he went to the line under quite a nice hold there. I thought that was the Super Dobbin trial we saw earlier. So nothing wrong with him. Gate 14, he should be able to fire across, and as Paul said, hard to get past.
All right, so certainly one to consider there, but it is He's a Beauty under top weight. Paul, who's fancy to win again.
Yeah, look, I haven't got him in the end, actually. I'm going to go with the horse that beats him better at the weights, though, Lucky Patch. He's improved a lot since that second start, and he's only had the 2 starts here for a win. So he's on top to beat Super Football. I think that one run under his belt to get him cherry ripe for this. True Legend from the front. And President's Choice didn't have much luck last time with a clearer run. I think he'll finish a lot closer. 5, 7, 12 and 9.
Super Football on the top for me. He'd raced in New Zealand before he came across here. I think he was Holy Mongolian Emperor or something like that along those lines. But I think he gets his chance here. Super Football, a lot easier to say as well. He's a beauty, goes in. He gets his opportunity. Gate number 3, perfectly ridden last time out. He's in form. True Legend and Lucky Patch. 7, 1, 12 and 5.
All right, 5 and 1, the cue for me there in race number 6. Lucky Patch to get some revenge there on He's a Beauty.